I wanted to show you my Guerilla garden that I put in a few months ago. Let me turn this around. This is my favorite. I'm at my favorite cafe. Um, During COVID, the neighboring business shut down. They've been closed all this time, and during that time, people started just throwing trash out front of the building, including bags of dog shit. So when you would walk by here, you would actually smell dog shit baking in the sun. Not very pleasant. So every morning when I would come to get my coffee, I started just picking up trash and cleaning out these flower beds that were empty that people were throwing trash in. So I ended up planting all of these. You see? Um, Now this is my Spread the Snerd project. Okay, this is what I'm going to be making seed balls for today. See my little sign? Taking over a public space like this that's been neglected and reclaiming it for the community, this is what is called placemaking, right? So I beautified the space, which was once just trashy. So I put in a number of different herbs. There's mint here, there's green beans, various flowers, oregano, thyme, okra, loofah, marigolds, right? There's, I think, 9 of these pots. And you'll see in the thumbnail for this live a photo of the gumball machine that I put inside of the cafe. This is my little Snerd. Isn't he cute? So I got an old-timey gumball machine, and I filled it with Snerd eggs, which are just seed balls made out of clay and compost and wildflower seeds. And all the little kids that come into the cafe with their parents, they can get a seed ball out of the gumball machine. It's free. And they come out here and they throw it in the beds, and then they watch it pop up and grow over time. And now the whole community is invested in keeping this area of the block clean and tidy and beautiful. And people love it. It was really, I think it was impacting morale. You know, a lot of things shut down during COVID. People were getting depressed. And so I just want to encourage everybody to, maybe do something like this in your community. I think people are apprehensive to do stuff like this because technically it's quote unquote illegal, but no one seemed to have a problem with trash being thrown out. I didn't see anyone getting arrested for that, and that's illegal too. So, also you might notice some of the leaves are a little bit wilty. Well, actually, they're perking up already very quickly. I just watered. See, I just watered. But the leaves were a bit wilty because I have been pulling back on the number of days that I water these plants each week as they mature, because what I'm trying to do is encourage their trash truck, hello, encourage their roots to grow down deeply and search out water and nutrients. Zero waste, that's what we're going for. Teamwork. Oh, with sage here. So the idea is, as the plants mature and they get a little bit stronger, pull back on the amount that you're watering them and babying them, so that they'll seek out water and nutrients on their own, dive down with their roots so they can establish a strong base and foundation, so that when strong winds come and blow them, they don't just fall over, or they're better able to withstand drought conditions, right? I often talk about this with like, it's the same with people. You know, if we baby our children perpetually forever, just never let our children take on responsibilities or challenge them in any way, they never grow up. They become entitled. And we live in a country full of entitled people. Really, we do. And that's a lot of our problem, I think, is that we've been watered very shallowly, constantly, with the constant dopamine hits, and never really paying the real price for anything in this country as we exploit people in faraway lands and steal their resources. We're a nation full of really entitled, weak people who don't know how to meet our own basic needs. And I don't mean that to be ugly, it's just the truth. So we're about to face some quote-unquote drought conditions, maybe even literally, right? And we're going to be challenged in the face of that, and we're going to have to dig down deep with our roots if we want to continue, period. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys my projects, and encourage you all to maybe take some initiative in your own communities, because I do believe we're going to see just more and more of this sort of thing where with businesses closing down and people losing morale as the economy gets tougher and money gets tighter. So it's important that we be leaders, I think, and be the change that we wish to see in the world. So that's that. That's my guerrilla gardening project. Spread the Snerd. I need to put some more flowers in because nothing's really in bloom right now. But sometimes I'll just take in like little bits and pieces of herbs and green beans and to the baristas, and they'll give me a coffee for it. So, all right, I will see you guys later.